Just
Hello.
Ladies, there's plenty of seats over here on the other side, and I can personally vouch for all those gentlemen there. They're not going to bite or anything like that, so please feel free to come over here and have some seats if you'd like. Yeah, but
Oh, look, I get sorry.
thank you. All right. It is 6 o'clock. I'm calling to order the Fountain City Council meeting for October 8th, 2024. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. However, it's going to be led tonight by our Girl Scouts. So if our Girl Scouts could come forward a little bit and come on down here. That's good, right there. Are they on the camera? Are they in a good spot to be on the camera? We're going to get you taped on YouTube, so. Hang on just a second. They're good?
Yep.
Okay. This is Girl Scout Troop 42448. And which one of you is going to start us on the, you're going to start us? Okay, so what I want you to do is say really loud. I want you to just say, ready, begin, and then we'll say the pledge, okay? Ready? Ready? Say, ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Stay right there, okay? Stay right there. Oh, can they stay standing? Okay, you guys are troop 42448. What school are you from?
We're Fort Carson School, so we have Patriot Elementary and Mountainside and Abrams.
Okay, so the three schools on Fort Carson. Thank you so much for coming tonight to our meeting. I'm so glad to meet all you. How about if each of you tell us your name? We'll start with you on the end there. What is your name? Lillian, okay? Okay. Jade, okay, all right. Amelia. Okay, well, thank you, ladies, for coming tonight and leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance. And hopefully that helps you along with your government or citizen badge or something, right? Okay, all righty. So we have a younger audience tonight. Everybody behave, okay? All right. All righty. Madam Clerk, roll call, please.
Mayor Thompson,
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Rick,
Here.
Councilmember Hinton,
Here.
Councilmember Applegate,
Here.
Councilmember Estes,
Here.
Councilmember Hertzberg, Councilmember Duncan.
Present.
I have 6 members present, and Councilmember Hertzberg notified staff of her absence this evening.
Would you ladies like a photo with the council? Okay, if y'all could just come, Chief, can you lead him around the back and we'll let him come up here on the dais with us and have a photo. Any leaders that would like to be in it too, that's fine. Okay, watch out for that one in about 15 years, huh? All righty. Okay. Thank you, ladies. Okay, that takes us on to presentations. PPIR presentation to Shield 616. Commander Racine, there you are. Oh, or Chief, or, okay. And for those who might not know, are you going to remind us what Shield 616 Great Mission is?
I know they will do a better job than I will.
Okay, good.
Shield 616 is an organization that is dedicated to getting basically donations for gear for law enforcement officers across the country. And it's so hard for agencies to raise the money, for city councils to raise the money. And so we come alongside all of you and help raise that money, and in this case, conjunction with PPIR. And we want to send our officers home at the end of the day. We want to keep them in the fight. And so it's an incredible opportunity for us.
Yeah, hi, I'm Nick with PPR. At the end of the day, we're very grateful to work with this whole city of Fountain all year long, with the police department, with the fire department, with all you kind folks. It's great that you guys are so easy to work with, and for us to be able to help do something for Shield 616 that helps the community, especially with our event, Hot Rod Rock and Rumble. We do a panel jam that the police officers actually participate in to help all the donations, and this year was our biggest year so far for that, and we're very grateful for the community and everyone involved. So thank you from us.
Is somebody going to read in the amazing amount of that check into the
Yeah,
record?
I'll address that, Mayor. It's $13,857, which we are so appreciative of. So round of applause for that. And what this will allow us to have it'll outfit approximately 11 officers with the hard plates. I wear soft body armor because I'm a desk jockey, but the officers out there doing the work, they wear the hard plates. And so this is rifle protected plates that are very expensive for us to buy. This is about the third or fourth time that Shield 616 has been down here presenting us with either the vests themselves or money to buy. And so we're so appreciative for this. And I just want to thank you guys very much. You have no idea what this means for Fountain, and just we'll keep on doing it. Appreciate you guys. Yes, sir.
Can you come down front and we'll do a photo real quick? Anybody wants to be in it, come on down.
You didn't want us to come up. She's going to make them behave. All right, thank you very, very much for that donation. That's fantastic. Okay, that takes us on to the next item, recognition of Police Department Explorers for their achievements at the 2024 Law Enforcement Explorer Post Advisors Association of Colorado LEPAC Conference. Officer Mallett.
Wow, have they got trophies? Huh? I hate to say it, but you might not want your photo taken like that because it kind of looks like it's it's a different kind of photo. So press, if you could wait and get their photo when we get them up here. Can we get you to turn the mic on?
This is one of my favorite times of year when we get to acknowledge the accomplishments of our Explorers group. We started this group of young people in 2015, and to date, we've hired 3 Fountain Explorers onto the Fountain Police Department. So our goal really is to get them police ready and start them at a very young age to be the next generation of Fountain police officers. So this year, in July, we took 7 of these Explorers, these guys right here, to the Gunnison University for the 2024 LEPAC conference. 22 different agencies brought approximately 120 Explorers. When we get to the conference, every Explorer is grouped with other Explorers from a different area. So you'll have one from Fountain, one from Adams County, Arapahoe County, and maybe Boulder PD, and those 4 Explorers will form a group. And then they'll go on and do scenarios throughout the week. We're there from Sunday to Friday, so it's a really long week. And then the very end, there's a night tactical event that we do as a full group. Just our agency, and that's the only competition they do as a full agency. So it's really good for our kids to learn teamwork, what tactics and other agencies are out there, what the agencies are doing, and then it also provides them opportunities. Maybe they don't want to be a cop in Fountain, but they can see what other agencies are in the region. So our Explorers, we took Miss Audrey Payton. Her group took 4th place in negotiations. Tegan Ehrlich, her team took 5th place in an unknown alarm call. And these are scenarios that they have throughout the campus for 2 or 3 different days. They also do in-service training, and then they just kind of get to train in their groups too. Isaac South's group took 1st place in vehicle inventory. Audrey Payton's group, again, took 3rd place in a prowler call. And then Logan Dell's took 4th place in a prowler call. And like I said, these kids put in a lot of hours of training. We train every Thursday for 3 hours. This summer, they got to do a lot of training with the police department. They volunteered and were role players in during our SWAT week, during our in-service week. So these kiddos get exposure to what we teach and what our trainings are, so they can see live action how the officers are handling calls for service and all that. So the hardest event of the whole week is the nighttime tactical event. It is usually some kind of critical incident, and it's usually a little bit wild, right? Like, we're giving them something crazy and throwing all kinds of stuff at them, and hopefully they perform fantastically. And I'm proud to say that for the first time, our Explorers did not only place in that event, we brought home 1st place. We really are training the next generation of law enforcement here. And I couldn't do it without all of my other advisors. We have about 8 police officer advisors that help train and do all the scenarios every week with them. And then I'm at the school most of the time, so I get to see these kids daily and kind of just check in and help them achieve their goals. Currently, we have 4 of this group right here that are going to Pikes Peak Community College, already in high school for criminal justice. Yeah.
Congratulations. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, congratulations, everybody, and thanks for all your hard work and trainings and all your time you put into this. It's just super exciting. I mean, this program started 8, 9 years ago.
10.
10 years ago, and you had a couple kids, and now we're hiring them. I think that is so exciting. And we just want to congratulate you on all your hard work and everything you've done. And you're going to keep doing. We know you're going to keep doing great things, too. So why don't we come down here and get a photo? Any council members that want to go down and get in the photo, we'll take photos. And congratulations on everything.
And Madam Mayor, I just want to, while they're walking off, I just want to thank the mayor and council. You guys allow us to set aside a few $1,000s every year for our budget to be able to support the Explorers, and it's paid off dividends. So I just want to thank you all for that.
Yeah, and thank you to the officers who are working in that program, too. Those kids are getting a great start, so thank you very much. And well-run program. All right, that takes us on to item 4.2, Board, Commission, and Committee. There are no appointments tonight. Item 5, Correspondence, Comments, and Ex Officio Reports. Mr. Trainer, we'll start with you.
That's from me, Madam Mayor.
Only thing I've got, Mayor, is CDOT did do a ribbon cutting official opening of the I-25 project. So you will still see some cleanup work out there, but they consider that project completed and open now. So hopefully we won't see the same backups and accidents and things that we've had. So we're glad it's done.
Yeah, except that they're completely closing it down the freeway northbound tonight between 128 and 132 at 7.
Other than that, yes.
7 a.m. to 4 a.m., so 7 p.m. to,
Or the wind thing's gonna start going up the interstate?
yeah, Tamara says, are the wind tunnels going to start going up the interstate now?
We hope.
Okay. Christie,
Nothing tonight, thank you.
either chief?
No, ma'am, nothing tonight.
I just want to thank the Fountain Fire and Fountain Police Honor Guards that attended that ribbon cutting. It was a good ceremony. And I don't know if the speed limit's changed yet, but it's still posted 60, so State Patrol gives no mercy.
Yeah, and it might be for a while, considering all the construction that's going to continue on Academy, because Academy is not done. But, yeah, okay. All right, anything from anybody else over there? No? City Clerk?
I just wanted to share that this Saturday will be the Oh My Gourd event with Willie Tuz out front carving some pumpkins for us. And then that evening will be the Nightmare on Main Street street dance. So come on out and visit.
And
all I
that
got.
starts 6 to 10?
5 to 9.
5 to 9 for the dance? Okay.
Yep, thank you.
All righty. And he's going to be out there pretty much from noon on carving, though, right?
He'll be there starting at 9 o'clock on
Okay,
Saturday.
see, I'm not
And you'll
a-
probably see him most of the day on Friday also.
Okay, great, thank you. IT, anything? Nothing tonight? Okay, alrighty, any council members on my list?
Just a reminder, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, also Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So please make sure we're all taking care of each other. Thank you.
Thank you.
Last regional meeting, we just talked about normal winter lull, everything's kind of slowing down. The elevator inspections, though, are going up and down, so, sorry, I had to throw that dad joke in
man,
there.
the elevator, okay.
Terrible, I know, keep my day job.
You worked all night on that one,
Yeah,
huh?
but out of all seriousness, if it ever does cool down, which we'll see if it happens in the next couple of weeks, I mean, they expect construction just to normally slow down like wintertime, but everything's been great, I mean, been trending great the whole year, so.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Councilmember Hinton?
Nothing tonight. I'm sure you addressed what we did over this past week, but yeah, I don't have anything.
Okay, Councilmember Duncan?
Thank you. Just a couple of things. Went to the honoring of the Brave Breakfast. It's a veteran charity event, and I was a table sponsor again for the second year. This is a fundraiser that helps facilitate the Homefront Military Network. They come here and they do a presentation, and they provide emergency financial budget support to connect military service members, veterans and their families to resources. So if you're in need of your military family, a veteran, and you're in need of any services, you can contact them at 719-577-7417, and that is Homefront Military Networks. And I also attended the opening of the Garrison Luxury Apartment Homes, and they are right behind Walgreens, and that place looks like a resort. So I was just really happy to see that we had something that looked that luxurious, it was really upscale in our neighborhood. So I thought, I might want to move and come stay over here. They have a hot tub, and they have a clubhouse, and the pool faces the mountains, and it's just really nice. It's very nice. So if you haven't gotten a chance, go over there and ask them, can you take a tour? Because it's a very nice place. I think that's all I have, other than, the prayers for those that are in the path of this Hurricane Milton that's in Florida. We have some of our first responders, police officers, fire and EMS that are over there that are helping with that. I did ask our chief, did he get any response, and he did say that they were asked. He did get an email about sending people over there to help in that. So just sending them prayers. The storm, they've had one major storm, and now another one is coming. So just send them prayers. That's all I have.
All right, thank you. Yeah, the Honoring the Brave Breakfast was really good again this year. Went to that too. And I also represented the city at the 50th anniversary of the Older Americans Act. It's pretty amazing. It started off with so little money, like less than $20 million for the entire nation when that started 50 years ago. And that's where a lot of our funding comes for our senior programs. UCCS Economic Forum. I was a panelist on the Resource Exchange Legislative Meeting, hearing what the disabled community is needing in terms of the state, and the state was in the hot seat because they really messed up this year with getting people's renewals done, and they deserve to be in the hot seat, and they were. And also went to the Fostering Hope. Was that a luncheon or a breakfast? Luncheon with Councilmember Hinton came, and so did Representative Bradfield. If you're not familiar with the Fostering Hope program, they come alongside foster families and help them with meals, house cleaning, running errands, maybe delivering groceries, and it's a great, great program. I think the thing that's most impressive is almost 100% of their kids graduate from high school. And kids that are not in this program, because of the mentorship they receive from the people that walk alongside them, it's like 50% of the kids in foster care. So it's an amazing program, getting these kids. And they also work with some of them even after they graduate from the foster program, trying to help them get jobs and just let their life going on the good path. 3 of us were privileged to go with Peterson National Guard? Peterson Reserves, thank you, and on a C-130 ride around Pikes Peak. And these two had a lot of fun riding around the plane. I sat. And they opened the back, though. It was really cool. So that was a really tough thing to represent the city at, but I forced myself to do it, And so hopefully they will open that up again and some more people can go on that. Attended also the apartments. I just wanted to sit in one of those loungers by the pool and look at that beautiful Pikes Peak view they got there. That's going to be a popular thing. And I did also attend the CDOT ribbon cutting ceremony today. And while I was really, really happy that CDOT came down and did that, they went behind the Hilton and we had a beautiful view out there. We really need to work on making sure that CDOT knows they're in the city of Fountain when they're in the city of Fountain. It was a little frustrating that I was there as the mayor, and they had a representative from the Colorado Springs Mayor's office speak. And so our citizens have put a lot of time and effort into running that traffic. And I would like to thank our citizens for all the inconveniences that construction has caused them. But like Todd mentioned, hopefully a lot of it is over. Our honor guard was there, and I was really proud to have our honor guard there. And Fort Carson had a band there that played the national anthem, and that was very, very nice. I don't feel like our honor guard necessarily got the recognition that they needed, and I went up and thanked them afterwards for coming, and that's the first time I've ever seen that done at a CDOT event. So I think that was really cool that it got to be our city representing them. But and while that project was done for the military, it also was done for safety. Our police officers and our firefighters were not recognized at that event. They are out on that freeway every single day with accidents, ambulances, and we fought for those wider shoulders, for them to have a way to be safer out on the freeway, to be able to get their rigs off the freeway, keep the traffic flowing so people can get to work on time, and not have secondary and third and more accidents that occur the longer that freeway is shut down. And I'm sorry you were not honored at that event today, and I'd like to recognize you now because you are out on that freeway daily, and it's one of our highest accidents places in this town is this between 128 and 135, and you all deserve the recognition today. Because you've been out there in that construction area with the construction going on, taking care of what you needed to take care of when people had accidents and needed our assistance. So thank you very much for doing that. And I'm sorry they didn't recognize the public safety officials more that were there. We did get the funding because it's the military and it helps keep us more BRAC-proof and all that. But you guys are out there and you needed those wider shoulders. So hopefully that will be some assistance for you. Hopefully it has been already. So, thank you, Mayor. Yes. Anyways, that's my rant for the night. Okay, so we are off to public to be heard. Citizens may address the council on items that are not on the agenda. Council may not be able to provide an immediate answer, but will direct staff to follow up. Out of respect for the council and others in attendance, please limit your comments to 5 minutes or less. And I have 2 cards tonight. So if you wanted to say something and you did not sign up on a card, please take a minute and grab a card back there and hand it over to Chief, and he'll get it up here for us. But otherwise, we're just going to go with these 2 cards I have. I have Aaron Himes with VFW, and guess who's following you? Mr. Langley from American Lead. It seems to be a bi-weekly tradition, huh? And we appreciate you guys coming down. Thank you. Oh, the middle button. There you go.
Got it. Thank you, Mayor, council members. I want to open by saying thank you not only to the council, the residents, and the businesses of Fountain, but especially the O'Brien Home Team. Local realtor, family-run organization that between a chili cook-off that was hosted down at the VFW and Pumpkin Palooza this last Saturday, they raised a little over $3,500, which is going to support our Thanksgiving and Christmas dinner boxes that we pass out to the community. Once again this year, we're going to donate 25 boxes to Fort Carson, 25 boxes to Peterson Schriever, and 25 boxes to our Fountain community. So if you know anybody that is in need of a holiday meal, please feel free. Sign-up sheets will be out starting November 1st. That box will be passed out. Like I said, the community is going to have a turkey, it's going to have a pie, it's going to have mashed potatoes, stuffing. It's an entire meal in there ready to be cooked. Feeds easily a family of 5 or 6. So if you know somebody, please come down and sign them up. Last month, we did host a flag retirement ceremony with the Fountain Fort Carson High School JROTC, and we replaced a worn flag at the Fountain Police Station. We try to host at least one Americanism event per month, so please keep an eye on our website and social media for upcoming events. If your business or organization would like us to replace retire worn flag for you, please contact the Post, and we'll work to try and get it done, primarily through my counterpart back here, Miss Belinda Skibba. We look forward to a great month this month, really working with our community again. We offer the haunted house down at our post right now from 6 to 9 every Friday and Saturday in October. We're also hosting a kids' Halloween party on the 26th of October from 2 to 4. That will include pumpkin decorating competition. So we're going to provide all the supplies. Once again, the O'Brien home team donated about 300 pumpkins for us to host this event. So it'd be a great event for kids in the community. We're open to the public. Come out and enjoy the time. And then we'll also have an adult costume party that night from 7 to 10 with the Austin Ross Band providing live music on the 26th. I want to highlight that our breakfasts are taken off again on Sundays, and we do have steak dinners this month on both the 11th and 25th for $15. So we kind of bookend the riders from American Legion, so you can have steak every night or every Friday this month if you'd like. And then our weekly events include trivia on Mondays, cornhole on Tuesdays, bingo on Wednesdays, dart league on Thursdays, karaoke on Fridays, and NFL Sunday ticket and poker on Sundays. Lastly, scholarships and Teacher of the Year entries are due at the end of this month on the 31st. We're looking for members of our community, council members, mayor, members of the community to serve as judges for these essays. So if you're interested in judging, please get a hold of myself or any of the members down at VFW, and we can put you in contact with the scholarship chairman and really get this event kicked off and really try and push for recognition of not only our students but our teachers. And that's all I have, pending your questions.
I helped Representative Lamborn's office last week and do a bunch of interviews for kids that are applying to the various service academies. And there was a kid who had won a couple of those scholarships, and I was like sitting in the room, and I was the only person that knew exactly what scholarships they were and where they came from. And so that was kind of cool to see one of your kids applying to one of the, I don't know if it's your kid, but went through that program applying to one of the service academies. So, yep.
Yeah, we enjoyed it. A lot of people don't realize that if the high schoolers, particularly if they progress to the national level, it's a $35,000 scholarship, and they can apply every year as long as they don't win the full $35,000 the first year. And then if they win at the state level, they get a free trip to Washington, D.C. As part of that movement to the national headquarters for that scholarship.
Well, that's an exhausting thing to go through stuff like that because they're all good. Thank you so much. Come on down.
Good evening, Mayor, City Council. Just a few things that the American Legion's got going on, but first I wanted to bring up the Veterans Day ceremony, parade. So City of Colorado Springs moved their Veterans Day parade from the 2nd to the 9th, and they're going to have it at 11 o'clock. So just before this meeting, we did some thinking together, and so what we're going to do for the ceremony at the American Legion for Veterans Day, we're going to move it to 1:30 on the 9th. That will give us time to go down to Colorado Springs, be in the parade, and then hurry up on back here so that we can have our Veterans Day ceremony at the post. Our golf tournament was two Mondays ago, and I think after everything's said and done, we will have raised right around $9,000 during that golf tournament. So it was a good turnout for us for our first golf tournament. Our auxiliary has a coat drive that's going through October the 19th. They're working with Jordahl Elementary, and so they're going to, they will take new coats for the younger generation and school-age children, but they'll also take gently used coats for the homeless also. We have our trunk or treat that's coming up on October the 26th. That will be from 1 to 3 p.m. So we will have motorcycles out there with candy in the back. We'll have cars with candy in the back. And then our Cub Scouts are going to be having games there for kids to play with at the same time. At 5 o'clock till 10 o'clock, we will have the Haunted Garage up there again. And then at that same time, we will have our adult Halloween party that will be in the Legion itself. The auxiliary has been taking treats to the Fountain PD this week, and they will continue on Wednesday and Friday. I had the privilege of going to Firehouse 2 and 1 on Monday and dropped off some drumsticks and cookies, and the guys seemed really happy for that. This Friday, we have the fried chicken dinner that's going on. That's the auxiliary's main staple, and everybody seems to love it. So come on down this Friday for fried chicken. The following week is going to be the ALR steak night. We just ordered those steaks this week or this weekend, so that will be good. And then October 25th, the Oktoberfest. So hopefully I'm going to be able to sell about 150 dinners that night. And so we have Wackadoo Brewery that's going to be there. They're going to be serving German flights of beer also. We're going to have Jaeger Schnitzel. We're going to have Spätzle. We're going to have German potato salad. And then I'm looking to buy a Black Forest cake to serve for dessert. And I believe that is it. Am I missing anything? No? Okay. Any questions from the council or the mayor? Oh, and the VFW has a coat drive going on right now for Aragon Elementary.
Okay. Was that what you were trying to get him to say? Okay, that was really good. That was ESP and you didn't even turn around. Okay. All righty, very good. Okay, now,
Mayor.
I assume when you said drumsticks, you meant like the ice cream drumsticks, not like chicken drumsticks. Okay, all right, yes.
I'm sorry. What day was Oktoberfest?
October 25th.
Okay. Thank you.
So you can have your steak dinner at VFW and your Oktoberfest there at the,
And then you can come here for a trunk or treat.
and you can come here for, well, not if you go to his event. I wouldn't have suggested you come. I just wanted to clarify, so what you referred to with Colorado Springs, they had announced earlier last week that they were going to be canceling the Veterans Day Parade in downtown Colorado Springs and due to lack of participation. And I will say, if you are interested in that event, and you're not a veteran, I went last year with a friend of mine that was in the parade, walked around. The attendance was really sad. I mean, when we first moved to Colorado, you would go to the Veterans Day Parade and it would be 3 people deep and, you never sat down because there were so many flags going by, right? And my dad taught me you stood for the flag. If you didn't stand for the flag, you'd take care of it another way afterwards, right? But it was really sad with the attendance from the community. So if you want to support the community, veterans in our community, I think it'd be great. It's not hard to get a place to park. There's places to go to the bathroom if you go in and buy a bagel or something, right? And but really consider supporting that because our veterans need it, and I really don't want another year where that potentially doesn't happen. Does that start at 9 or 10? 11. Starts at 11. Okay, 11 o'clock is kickoff for the parade. Okay. And then that gives everybody time to come down to, and Gordon or Aaron or somebody, you guys will get information to John Trilch so we can correct that on the city website and stuff. Okay. All right. Thank you for being flexible and participating in that parade and supporting it because we need to make sure it stays, right? Yes, ma'am. Okay. Thank you. All righty. Those are the only 2 cards I have. And so that takes on the item 7, consent agenda. All items listed in our consent agenda are considered routine and will be approved with one motion. There will be no separate discussion of these items unless a council member or citizen so requests, in which case the item may be removed from the consent agenda and considered separately at the discretion of council. We have item 7A, approval of the September 24th minutes. What would council like to do? Councilmember Estes.
Move to approve consent.
Councilmember Hinton.
I second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second for consent. Do we have any deliberation? Seeing none, please vote.
6 yes, motion carried.
Okay, that takes us on to item 8, old business. Item A, second reading of ordinance 1803, an ordinance amending the official zoning map of the city of Fountain of Colorado from regional commercial RC district to small office warehouse SO district for property generally located at the northwest corner of Syracuse Street and Mesa Road, and hereinafter more specifically described in Exhibit A and Exhibit B. Ms. Martinez.
Good evening, Christy Martinez with the City of Fountain Planning Department. This is the consideration of the second reading of Ordinance 1803 of a proposed rezone along Syracuse and Mesa Road for a proposed future self-storage facility. There have been no changes to the ordinance since first reading.
Okay, on first reading, when we approved it, we did it with some conditions. Do you need those conditions listed in the second reading?
I don't believe so, no.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Okay, all righty, what would council like to do? Councilmember Applegate?
Move we approve ordinance 1803 on second reading.
Councilmember Rick?
Second the motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Is there any deliberation up here? Seeing none, please vote.
Six yes, motion carried.
Thank you. That takes us on to item 9, new business. 9A, consideration of items removed from the consent agenda. There were none. Item 9B, first reading of ordinance 1804, an ordinance amending chapter 10.24 scroll zones, section 10.24.010 school zone fee of the Fountain Municipal Code. Ms. Williams, are you going to speak from over there? Okay.
Good evening, Council.
Hi.
This is a $10 fee that we normally charge with all of our municipal court guilty findings, pleas, and deferred sentences. We're not changing anything about the substance of the fee, where it goes, anything like that. We're just updating it because it referenced an outdated model traffic code that we no longer use. So I just changed this language to be a little bit more generic. That way we don't have to change it every time we change which model traffic code we're using.
Okay. Thank you very much. Any questions from anyone up here?
So for clarity reasons, the fee did not go up or down, correct?
That's correct. It stayed exactly the same at $10.
Thank you.
Okay. Any more questions? Any questions from anyone in the audience? Okay, seeing none, what would council like to do with this? Councilmember Rick?
Move to approve ordinance 1804 on first reading.
Councilmember Hinton?
I second that motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Is there any further deliberation? Seeing none, please vote.
Six yes, motion carried.
Thank you. That takes us on to item 10, City Council Agenda Request. Do any council members have an agenda request?
Point of order, Madam Mayor.
Oh,
Discuss.
thank you very much. Okay, I checked it off. I'm getting on a roll here. Okay, thank you very much. That's why it takes a team. All right, item 9C, discussion of new representative for the opioid board. Mr. Trainer, you almost got away with it, huh?
I was like, well, maybe they canceled it. I didn't know. You never know. I wanted to put this on the agenda. The council asked us to come back on the agenda. So put this on the agenda to request the council provide us some direction on who should represent the city on the Region 16 Opioid Abatement Council. For those who may not be aware, in 2020, 2021, there was a nationwide settlement on the largest drug distribution companies in the United States. And based on that settlement, each of the states now have funds to distribute as part of that settlement. Well, there are 64 regions within the state of Colorado. We happen to be one of them, Region 16. And we have a council that has representatives from all the different communities who sit on that, who determine how those funds are distributed. And so Troy Johnson, our city attorney, has served on that since its inception. And we're to the point now where we need to replace that position. So it's in front of the council. It doesn't have to be an elected official. It doesn't have to be an appointed. It can be any, but there are a number of police chiefs on it. There are city managers on it. There are council members. There's a number of different people. So there's quite a mix on this council, just to give you an idea. One at least concept for the council to consider is having a member of the council serve on it, or I've talked to Chief Christiani to represent the city as well, if the council would rather have one of our law enforcement officials who work with, opioid sort of issues. So I wanted to put it in front of the council to get some sort of direction from you where we should head with that.
Does that interest you, Chief Christiani, to be on that board?
Yes, Mayor, it does. The Opioid Council, I've attended a couple of their meetings before. There are a fairly good number of police chiefs already on that council and law enforcement officials, so I think it makes sense. I think it makes sense having, not me specifically, but a representative from law enforcement for Fountain there, because we do deal with those issues more than most. it's a little bit of a passion of mine to be able to be on that and have a say and keep Fountain relevant in those conversations. And so I'm absolutely willing to do it. Whether it's interim or permanent, I will absolutely accept a permanent position if that's what you all decide. But I think it'd be a good opportunity for us to keep our voice heard.
Okay. All right, so it says a discussion, so this is discussion item.
Well, the really discussion, give me
Turn your mic on.
to get really discussion and give me sort of consent on who do you want me to send forth to there's no official appointment.
Okay.
But I'd like to get some idea if the council wants me to appoint one of our staff members, or if the council wants to take time and deliberate, having one of yourselves serve on it.
I don't see any, Councilmember Estes?
I agree with Chief Christiani being the representative. I think that would be an excellent solution. And as the backup, I would like the city attorney or the assistant as the backup, because I think that there's some legal aspects of that I think will help our community.
I'm not sure if there is we'd have to look at the bylaws and see if there's a backup or something, I don't know.
I'm looking at the list of all the members now, and I'm not seeing any backup.
Mark can't do it.
Yeah, I mean, we would certainly have someone that we would send just to sit in and take notes. They are public meetings.
Okay.
And I also want to mention that there are the 4 cities who rotate are, well, 5 really, Cripple Creek, Woodland Park, Fountain, Monument, and Manitou. They rotate voting membership. So right now, we're in the non-voting membership category. We'll rotate this next year into the voting membership category, and then one of the other 2 cities will rotate off. They just rotate amongst those. They still attend, participate, but there's a vote that happens, and there's 2 of those 5 cities that vote.
So November, December, attend and figure out.
Yep, that's right.
And then, okay. Councilmember Rick?
I concur with Councilmember Estes. I think Chief Christiani would be a great appointment.
Okay, anybody else?
Yeah, I concur. I agree that, Chief, it makes sense to have a police presence on there.
Councilmember Applegate?
Related to your work, do you know anything about opioids? Okay, yeah,
I do.
I figured, I mean, so
Yeah.
I think you'd be the obvious pick, Chief.
It's become a research project that I've had to learn quickly.
Sadly to say, right?
Yeah. Councilmember Duncan?
I concur.
All right, I think that gives you a good, solid 6 people that concur that he'd do a great job on that board, so.
Thank you, appreciate it.
I don't know, you're not elected, so it's not congratulations, but thank you for being willing to take that on.
You're welcome. Hello, you're welcome. While I believe the 2 meetings that I did go to, it was because Troy wasn't there, so you do send somebody. It's not an alternate per se, that's secondary,
to
but you
vote,
do send somebody if for some reason I'm not available.
Okay, so they wouldn't have the right to vote, though, if we were in the voting
Correct, they do
position?
not have the right to vote.
So
I
it's
just
not-
went as
okay.
a listening member last time.
Okay, that's good to know. Okay, all right, thank you. All right, now can I go on to item 10, Gordon?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for catching that. All right.
I'll let you.
You'll let me. Okay, item 10, any city council agenda requests up here? All right, seeing none? All right, any executive session?
No,
Seeing-
ma'am.
All right, seeing none? This meeting is adjourned. I could have had us out of here.